Hello, my name is Brian Brady, and I'm a parishioner here at St. Bernard of Clairvaux. My wife and I joined the parish 2.5 years ago. We started to become involved in a couple of ministries, but we've always been struck by the sheer beauty of this church here in Scottsdale. In fact, a couple of times we've brought visitors to attend Mass here, and they've always commented on how beautiful is the environment that's been created here. Well, I did not contribute 1 cent to construction of this church. But 25 years ago, many people were invited to contribute to a capital campaign to build the church. And 25 years later, I get to enjoy the benefits of attending Mass here in this beautiful church. Well, today we've been invited to contribute to a capital campaign to build a rectory here on the campus. Our priests at present, they live in various apartments right across the valley, and they commute to the parish here every day. This initiative makes sense to me for 2 reasons. First of all, over the past 25 years, sadly, we have witnessed a reduction in the number of priests being ordained, so the supply has gone down. But secondly, in the Diocese of Phoenix, we have 1.1 million Catholics, and we are the fastest growing diocese in the whole country. So the demand for priestly services has increased. So it makes sense to me for this capital campaign to build a rectory right here on the campus so that these priests can minister to our growing needs as a community. 25 years ago, a number of people made financial sacrifices to benefit future generations. And today, I've decided to contribute to this capital campaign. And it's not just for the benefit of today's parishioners, but also for the benefit of future generations of parishioners. So I invite you to consider this appeal and to please join with me in contributing to our capital campaign. Thank you, and God bless.
Hi, I'm Lisa Schiffer. My husband Jim and I have been parishioners at St. Bernard since we moved to Arizona back in 1996. We were meeting at the middle school at the time until we got big enough to move to the high school. And at that time, we were also raising money to build this beautiful church. We and our 4 children have spent the past 26 years being part of this wonderful community. We've met our friends here, we've joined ministries, our kids have sung in the choir, attended vacation Bible school, religious education, been part of the Christmas play. The list goes on and on and on. We've seen parishioners come and go, and we've seen priests come and go. I'm here to talk about ensuring that we have priests here to help our community, specifically by building a rectory so that they can be accessible to all of us. Having attended the informational meetings regarding the rectory, I came away with 4 points. Number 1, availability. It's really important to have on-site living because it reduces the time away that the priests are from the church. We expect the priests to be available when we need them, not when they're necessarily available. And when they live on property, it's much easier to get in touch with them and for them to get to us in times of need. When a priest needs to travel from far away in the valley, he may not make it to you or your loved ones in time. Additionally, being on campus allows the priest to attend our ministry meetings and our social events. We all need to get to know each other better. We are each other's community. Secondly, a rectory will allow our priests to live in community. Just as we live in a family and we have somebody we can go home to at the end of the day and talk to and complain to and run ideas by, when you live by yourself, that doesn't exist. The support and encouragement of brother priests is essential to their well-being. Communal prayer, companionship, and the mentorship of more seasoned priests provides a similar family to the ones that we have in our homes. Additionally, a rectory will make this parish that much more attractive to priests should any of ours have to leave and we need a new one. Financially, a rectory will fulfill our parish obligation to provide housing. We spent the past 26 plus years paying rent and travel expenses for our priests, and we've built no equity. Current rents are at an all-time high, and continuing to pay these uncontrollable recurring expenses versus investing in an asset is short-sighted. And lastly, a rectory is not a house. It's a place to care for our spiritual leaders. Each priest will have his own private space to recharge so he can continue to provide for our spiritual needs. There will also be a private chapel so that the priests can spend uninterrupted time with God. They need to recharge. Just as we are all pulled in many directions and at work and at home, the priests are expected to listen to our problems, our concerns, our expectations, our thoughts, our confessions, lots of complaints, etc., etc. If they don't have a place to decompress and renew their spirit, they cannot adequately help us do the same. Also, they shouldn't have to live in an apartment and see other residents wandering around, partially dressed, listening to loud music at all hours of the day, partying, and living a wild lifestyle. And they shouldn't have to celebrate daily Mass at a kitchen table, as Father Mike does. So please, if you haven't donated, help bring our priests home.